In just 13 days, India defeated Pakistan, captured tens of thousands of soldiers, and helped create an entirely new country. But the story didn't begin on the battlefield. It began decades earlier, when one country was trying to govern two halves separated by 1,600 kilometers of enemy territory. Yeah, seriously. When British India was partitioned in 1947. Pakistan was created in a very unusual way. Over here, you had West Pakistan, and over here, you had East Pakistan. Between them was India. Imagine trying to run one country when the two halves aren't even connected by land. At first, many leaders believed religion would keep the country united. The problem was that they were very different in almost every other way. People in East Pakistan mostly spoke Bengali. The political and military leadership was concentrated in West Pakistan. Many Bengalis felt they had less political power and less control over their future. The frustration kept growing. Then, in 1970, a devastating cyclone struck East Pakistan. Hundreds of thousands died. Many people felt the government responded too slowly. Just weeks later, Pakistan held a national election, and the results shocked the country. A Bengali politician named Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and his Awami League party won a majority in Pakistan's parliament. Under democratic rules, they should have formed the government. But leaders in West Pakistan refused to hand over power. Months of negotiations went nowhere. Then, on March 25, 1971, the Pakistani military launched a major operation in East Pakistan to crush opposition. Instead, it triggered widespread resistance. Violence spread. Millions of civilians fled their homes. Many crossed the border into India. Within months, India was dealing with one of the largest refugee crises in modern history. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi knew the situation could not continue forever. But India wasn't ready for war yet. So while Bengali resistance fighters, known as the Mukti Bahini, fought Pakistani forces, India prepared. Troops moved toward the border. Military plans were drawn up, and India worked to build international support. As the months passed, war became more and more likely. Then, on December 3, 1971, Pakistan launched airstrikes against Indian air bases. Pakistan hoped to gain the advantage. Instead, it gave India the reason it needed to enter the war. And now the conflict exploded. India's main objective wasn't West Pakistan. It was East Pakistan. Indian forces, working alongside the Mukti Bahini, advanced rapidly from multiple directions. Instead of fighting for every town, they pushed toward the capital, Dhaka. Meanwhile, the Indian Air Force gained control of the skies. The Indian Navy struck targets near Karachi, damaging ships and fuel facilities. As the days passed, Pakistani forces in East Pakistan became increasingly isolated, and there was one major problem. West Pakistan could not easily send help. India was sitting right in the middle. By mid-December, Indian forces had surrounded Dhaka. The war that many expected to last for months was almost over. On December 16, 1971, Pakistani Commander A. Niazi met Indian Commander Jagjit Singh Arora in Dhaka. The surrender documents were signed. The fighting was over. Around 93,000 Pakistani personnel became prisoners of war. It was one of the largest military surrenders since World War II. But the biggest result wasn't military. East Pakistan no longer existed. A new country had been born. Bangladesh had entered the world map. In just 13 days, the Indian subcontinent had been transformed. Pakistan lost its eastern half. Bangladesh gained independence. And India achieved one of the most decisive victories in its military history. A war that began with a political crisis and a refugee emergency ended with the creation of an entirely new nation, and it all happened in less than 2 weeks.